out alone, actually, because of its remote region. So we are talking today about lessons from the Hunza region, right? Lessons from the Hunza region. Now, you might be asking, okay, where in the world is the Hunza region? Well, the Hunza is located in the northwestern tippy top of the isolated area surrounding Pakistan. Lots of snow, lots of glaciers, lots of mountains and rivers and streams. Now, you might be asking, well, why would you consider that, Dr. Scott, a almost seventh blue zone? Well, I consider that almost a seventh blue zone because of also their long history of living past 100. They have lots of documented cases of people who live well past 100 years old for plenty of years now. So, what I want to talk about today is how we can take some of those lessons and put them in our lives. So, you can almost think about this as an addendum to the Blue Zones video that we did. Now, before we move forward, don't forget to give this video a like, don't forget to give this a share, and go ahead and become a subscribing member today if you really like the content and everything that I do here, right? So let's dig into this a little bit more. Why the Hunter region? Well, there's some key things that they do in their lives, in their weeks, to stay healthy. And many of them, as I said, go on to live past 100 years of age. That's quite regular there. One of the first things that they do regularly in their life, they have the high intake of, right, a Magdalene, right? Now, you've heard me talk about this before, so this is a high content intake of a vitamin B17. And if you remember what we talked about with B17, that is sourced from apricots. So, apricot is a fruit that is almost eaten daily in the Hunza region, right? It's mixed in with everything that they do in life. The apricot is there, and as we know, the B17 very anti-inflammatory, and it has been documented as being one of the targets that kills cancer cells, right? Now, up to this point, and someone can feel to correct me if I'm wrong by shooting a message, up to this point, I don't think that there's any documented cases of cancer in that Hunza region. But if anybody knows differently, please let me know. I'd be happy to hear about it. Not only do they consume high amounts of apricots, but they are hands-on work from dawn until dusk. So they work with their hands. They're very physical. They move their bodies. Very few of them have sit-down job positions. So you take that B17, you take that high work ethic, and a lot of it is from dusk until dawn. Could be 8 hours, 9 hours, 12 hours, depending on the time of the year. So that's lots of movement there. They drink plenty of great glacier water, right? So with all those healing minerals, all of the essential things that the body needs, right? Of course, to stay hydrated, but they're getting everything else that they need in return. Okay. They also have tomorrow tea, and tomorrow tea has been long associated with being very anti-inflammatory as well. So when the body is moving and it's in that low anti-inflammatory state, it can thrive, it can cycle vital life force. So they also practice mindfulness. They try to relax, smile a lot, get together with family, celebrations, weddings, all these things. Now, Although the Hunza people are not classified as vegans or vegetarians per se, their diet is predominantly vegetable based, right? It's predominantly vegetable based. Very, very low documented intake of meats. So, in addition to the apricots, they eat lots of potatoes, string beans, peas, carrots, turnips, squash, right? Cherries, blackberries, peaches, spinach, lettuce, okay? Millet, buckwheat, and barley to get all that fiber and that full fulfilling as well. So they're not doing anything miraculous per se that is helping them live longer. But what they are doing are miraculous things on a continuous basis. Almost no processed food intake, last reported. There might be some things that flow in here and there, but the vast majority of the things that they eat are handmade, made with the mineral water, and that high consumption of apricot, right? So they're getting that B17. And this is why I consider, right, the Hunza region one of the blue zones. Now, if you're wondering, okay, how can we take these techniques and even put them in your life, right? This is where you want to contact me. Talk about your diet. Talk about any ailments that might be coming up and any challenges. Remember, what the Hunza and the other blue zone people are doing, again, nothing spectacularly miraculous, but what they're doing is consistent in a miraculous way. Okay, lots of movement, lots of vegetables, lots of anti-inflammatory teas, and everything that comes along with that. So be on the lookout for more of these types of knowledges coming your way. Dr. Scott here in Nature's First Path, live Los Angeles, California. Don't forget, give a like, give a share, become a member today. Reach out, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Talk to you later. Peace. Nature's First Path, glad to be back with you today again. Welcome to all the new YouTube followers and all the followers on all the various medias. Definitely appreciate it. And thank you very kindly. Thank you very much. What are we talking about today? Well, we're talking about something that I would like to consider almost a seventh blue zone. We've talked about blue zones before in previous sessions, but this particular one stands out alone actually because of its remote region. So we are talking today about lessons